This one's another Re Pot, simply because it's in a 10-inch and 250mm, and I'm not going any bigger than that. But I'm actually looking after this one for a friend, and you can see around here there's a lot of back bulbs in here. This is because it's been in this pot too long. It's actually potted in a soil, which is obviously not my preference. Not to say you can't do it. If you go to Bunnings and buy orchid mix, it's a soil. What I don't like about it is you don't get enough water running through and therefore fertiliser running through. The roots of an orchid need to be damp, not wet. They grow in the rainforest, but they grow in subtropical rainforests. So they grow high in the trees, caught in the V of the tree, and they get all the leaf matter that sort of catches in there, and then the roots run down the tree and they pick up their nutrients that way. So they're a parasite, as I've said before, so that's the way they work, and that's all orchids. Again, this is a Cymbidium, but I've decided to simply repot this one rather than pot it up because of all the back bulbs. So anyway, here we go. It's going to be difficult to get this one out. Sometimes they are. I'm not sure exactly. I might turn it right over. There we go. Turn it right over and toss it. Now you can see, as opposed to the other ones I've had today, oh sorry, what did I do with the tag? Have I lost the tag? It was there. I checked before I started. There it is. Right, set the tag aside so we don't lose it. You can see, compared to the others that I've done, this one is very pot bound, and these very fine roots normally you don't see. That's an indication that the plant is struggling. So this is, might have to go looking. This is actually, these very fine roots are weed roots. They're not part of the orchid. They're growing from something else. So anyway, I might need Gordon Frame's hatchet. I don't know how I'll go here. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. I might do this video in two parts because it's going to be a bit of a job to get this to open up for me. You can see that this is very heavy soil, and as a consequence, it will be a very heavy plant to pick up. Makes them, in a 10-inch pot, and look how wet this soil is. This is just, I mean, yes, there is some larger material in there. I don't know if you can see this, but it's not going to squeeze out. But that's very wet compared to the ones that I've done before, because the roots are not allowed to dry out. Now, I have to say, this plant was in flower when I got it. Sorry, in spike. Sorry, it's not that it won't work. It's just it won't give you the best result. So we go again. I try and pull it all apart. All of this fine fibrous root that I think is from weeds and other plants, I'm going to try and remove all of that. I don't want any of it. So again, this is one of those that when you get to the end of it, you might well say, well, this could be 2 plants or even 3 plants. And in the normal course of events, I would have done exactly that. I don't know if you noticed then, but I got a whole handful of roots there and broke them. Basically, they wouldn't come apart. Because of that, you've got to sort of force the issue, particularly with a plant that has been so pot bound. So we keep going. Keep pulling it away. Get rid of the swarf as we go. A lot of water in that. Very, very wet. Now, yeah, I've been watering these plants the same as I water my own. And at this time of year, we're in August, it's only once a week outside, right? So plants in flower twice a week at this time of year. But see, there's a weed there, only a little weed, but there were other weeds in it that I've already pulled out. And I suspect that's where these fibrous roots are coming from. So, it's a beaut, isn't it? There we go, we're getting there. I might just stop the video there and let me continue on. I'll come back.